man. You can't come on the microphone. No, lick off all this. What is that?
What? Biscuit.
Yeah, I'm keeping that in. Hey, big up yourself, 9565 Brockeye Medea. Oh my days. Why did you give her chocolate biscuit in that? That is the maddest thing to give her. Like, River's in the house, moving mad at the moment. And we're back again, episode 33. We're climbing and we keep going. Big up the haters.
Why does it feel like it's just blocking my whole...
Nah, but it's got you, man. But you can just do that. Yeah, it's calm. But nah, yeah, Raymond. We got Raymond in the house. The reason I bought... we have to give him his flowers first. Look, this guy, yeah, I've seen him... I have to do it from my perspective, innit? Because obviously, you get me. But, yes. I ain't seen nothing like it in my life, I'll be honest, in terms of how you've operated in terms of the Ballerz Club and having these young players play in and out, play some beautiful football, connect with each other. I go back to even like how how they played was even different, and then it was also I didn't get many chances to go into the changing rooms, but the vibe in the changing room was mad. I never experienced like that.
Built up a rapport.
Yeah, the rapport was mad, but they do dances, they do man of the match thing, and then the talks were different, and the vibe was just different. And I missed that as a young person. Like, that's the kind of thing I was like, raw, it's nice. And it was like an extended family that I saw my son. Like, in a sense, I went through a bit of emotional bit, because I was like, raw, my son's like, he's got a whole family there. You get it? And I'm like, this is beautiful. And it wasn't like they segregated me out. And then obviously I was loud at the games. I was very loud, as you know. So I was excited and that. And then I watched my son go from missing 3-yard goals when I was watching back in the day to banging in goals. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So, but then and then I watched them then evolve into their podcast, and you had a vision. Raymond had a vision, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this," and I'm like, "Go on, Nuba," and I'm just watching it grow even more, and I've just been amazed by it. And I like I want people to kind of I want to say thank you for being that. Because it's hard as a father, to see a next man inspire your youth. You get me? Because I'm not used to that. Do you get it? It's like, a next man is properly, and it's not just him. There's other men I know that are involved as well. Do you get what I'm saying? But like, particularly you yourself, like Kai, I've seen Kai just grow immensely, and I owe that to yourself for being that. So that's why I had to get. I was adamant I had to get one. He's the background guy. He said I don't do that. And I said, nah, bro, please. And I begged. I'm gonna lie. I put him in a position, so I begged. And I have to give you your flowers, bro. I have to actually say, nah, thanks for that, because that support alone, is immense. Like, I don't know how to.
So the best way. Not only did it inspire Kai, it inspired you too.
It inspired me, yeah, to keep doing what I'm doing as a father. And with working with young people, but I'm lost for words in terms of what it's done for me and my son's relationship, as well as what it's done for my younger son, what it done for my family, what it does for. And people don't see that. People won't know that. You know what I'm saying? You don't see. You've always been a background guy. You're not in it, but it's like. Nah, bro, like... Yeah,
but sometimes when I think the best people are the ones that are doing it for the right reasons, not for all the fame and glory.
Yeah. That's us. That's that. But tell them, bro, like, if that don't do your Wikipedia on you, like what would your Wikipedia say? Like, what would it say if anybody wants to know?
Nothing's coming up still. I'm one of them man that it's like, the documentary way after, like, you might hear a little comment or something like that. But yeah, I don't know, I've never been mad, what's the word? When you let everyone see
Okay.
what you're
Yeah.
doing type
Yeah.
thing. I've always kind of been like that. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Even like, shout out to Coach Mike, and he always tell me like, you need to let people know it's you. Otherwise, other man will take
credit.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Have you had that? Have you kind of had that or not? You know, we shouldn't bait up anybody, like, but it can get like that sometimes.
100%.
But is it something that, you know, some people have an ego, so it's like it really bothers them. Does that something that troubles you? If someone basically was taking credit or the shine that was maybe due to
you know when it bothers me is when you think you're working together. Do you know what I'm saying to you? That's when it bothers me.
Okay.
Do you know? So it's like, say you and Max, you're doing the podcast and whatnot, and then you have understanding between you of what the end goal is with doing the podcast, and then you go off and do your little side deals. You know what, Max don't even do that, and it's me who sets it up. This and that. That's what it's like. We're working together. Why do you need to do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's when it's weird. But you know, everyone's perceptions is different with certain things. So I don't mind people taking the credit. To be fair. You know, the people involved, they know
the real deal.
Yeah, you know.
What did you because everybody's probably thinking like, what is it what you actually done? Because people are thinking, why are you talking up this man? You don't know. But he's got a group of young men, yeah, under one roof together, moving together as a herd, like, and I've been watching how their confidence is growing, how they've become connected, how they're humble, it's mad. It's mad. I can't. It's just. And we
organised.
Organised. Do you get what I'm saying? Doing things like positive things.
You gotta give credit to the man them though as well.
Of course.
Man say, listen. The first thing is you have to show up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If no one don't show up, you can't organise that.
But it must have been something that you've done as a person for them to want to show up. Do you get what I'm saying? Because many of these so-called youth workers or community activists or people that are trying to do for the community struggle with it to get young people under one roof. I don't know any person, even myself, that I've been doing it in sporadic bits and pieces and that. Yeah. But to get a couple of man them just together is a problem. But to get young people is even next problem.
I think the good part about that is most of them are actual friends, and not only that, you build an environment that is welcoming for them to want to come.
It's true, but I know Kai didn't know none of them. He didn't go to the same school as none of them. I don't think any of them went to the same school as each other. They literally just came together and they played ball together. Some of them are gone to play ball other places. Some are better than others. Some are but they've learnt to just respect each other's strengths and weaknesses and embrace it and do what needs to. It's mad because usually you have them ones that like, nah bro, you're dead fam, go and play. They don't do that. They help each other and make each other. And the way they play ball is exactly how they move in life.
Okay.
Stylish, togetherness, charisma, cute. It's mad, and not many. I don't know any community leaders. No disrespect to anybody that is doing great things with young people, but in my time, I've never seen anybody do that collectively, get young people together. And it's even more of a blessing when I see it's my son getting involved in something, and then he's just moving silently. Like after begging him to tell me what he's doing, you get me? But he does tell me. But he's like,
give him credit. He was top goal scorer.
Hey, he's moving. Bro, he missed a 3-yarder one time. I said, I'll never go and watch this Donny again. Like, it embarrassed me.
Back in the day.
Yeah, 3-yarder, you know. I said, nah, this brother's moving mad.
That proves you don't give up on someone.
Nah, I didn't. Nah, I said I still always, but I always support my son.
Yeah? I'm gonna reel off some names. Max knows what I'm talking about when I say these names. Gio, Miles, you get me? Who else? Shay.
Come on.
We had some serious ballers. I'm talking, man, if they just dedicated themselves a bit better, then we'll be watching them on TV. And Kai was the top goal scorer.
Okay.
And I used to do a thing. I used to bring him on at half time, just to let everyone know.
Like a
I had
social.
Max's son. Yeah, just to let everyone know. You mentioned Kyle on the podcast.
Yeah. He's been on it as well. Yeah.
KB. So I used to bring him on at half time. So he was not even playing
The full
bit.
And always score.
And he just had like a belief thing. I don't know what he had, and it didn't make sense. You know, man, them are recounting the goals. Like,
How is that? Yeah.
some serious
Who
fella
played the whole 90?
He's just coming on, and that he was my little like, it was like my
Social,
little trick
innit?
up my
Yeah.
sleeve. Like when people guys back there, I'm like, and he used to know. I'm like, KB, shoot, yo, just look at it.
It's your time.
Boom, go on there. The scrappiest of like, you get me? I don't even know. Scrappiest of scrappy, but like,
It did what it needed to do.
Nice.
So what do you think made you so effective in bringing that unity and that
it's
togetherness?
easy, and this is why, like, to be raw, like, I could do it again, because all I done was I just thought about my upbringing, and so I knew when I was doing the football sessions, it weren't a thing of, because a lot of man, they'll do the community stuff, and they kind of do it, and they expect the youth to come.
Yeah.
Whereas I felt like I had to make it attractive
Yeah.
for the youth to come. So
Yeah.
what a lot of people don't know in regards to Ballerz Club or anyone that does anything community based, it's like, don't just do the 9 to 5 or the hour or whatever. You gotta go.
The whole hog. Yeah.
And so I was making contact with Nike and this and that and that and this, and out of 100 messages or emails or LinkedIn messages I'll send, one of them comes
Land.
When it came through, say a man comes through, drops boots. You see that happen, Max, right?
Yeah.
Drop boots.
Matters.
We met Southgate.
Okay.
Up in, I can't remember what that state is in Stockton. But when these little opportunities will come through, I'll just look at the man and like, oh, like, because obviously not everyone's there.
Yeah.
Because man, they ain't turned up and that. So now I'm like,
Yeah.
start, man. Yeah, boots. Every man got boots yesterday. So obviously, what happens the next session?
Everyone.
You know
No
what
one
I'm
wants
saying?
to miss
No
a
one knows what's coming.
coming.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm making it seem like, yeah, this is how I'm operating, but really, I'm happy, like them man, like, bro, what's up? Get me? But I'm moving like me and Sam, like
on lock. Speed dial.
So what? So you talked about your upbringing. What was your upbringing like? What was it like? Like what was it
You
like?
know what it was, yeah. It was, my upbringing was good, but then something that I've come to find out as I get older, like, let's just say mum and dad was going through their situation, so obviously the focus wasn't necessarily on me in it. So yeah, I would have liked to play football or play for a team, etc. But do you know what I mean? If I was gonna do it, it was something that I would have had to have done myself. So
Okay.
I never really got those opportunities. So there was a lot of times I used to pull up to football training. Man, they would be like, yeah, I like you, this and that. Come back Saturday. The signing on is from when you remember
Money.
when man told me that, yeah.
No.
They got that. So, or I can't get there. I
Yeah.
can't get to, you know how these football things are.
Touching
Yeah.
on that, like, that's a beautiful thing you've touched on, and we've kind of, me and Shan are going through it in terms of the support mechanism around us in terms of what we're trying to achieve and do. Because I've said it's not just, this pod ain't just for the sake of us just trying to be out there or whatever and put our business out there, but our family kind of find it, well, you're doing the most, you're putting our business, you're doing the most and putting the business out there, but we're telling our truth, innit? And what you just did was told your truth. Your parents might say, I was doing my best, but in my head I'm like, this is my, I'm saying that's exactly what you just said there, exactly the same thing. By a certain time I knew I was a baller, I was good, I was very good. I would go detentions, yeah, pretend I was getting detentions so I can go football. I'll take the trouble for going detentions so I could go play ball. My father wouldn't invest in football boots, he'd rather me do cricket or something like that, but he wouldn't invest in football boots, so I took my brethren's football boots, what, size 11. At that time I was size like 7 or something. Put bare socks in the boot and then kick ball. So I look like an idiot, but I'm balling. And then but when it came to that moment, yeah man, look, we're gonna sign you up and Because I look at all these people like Ashley Cole and all that. I was playing alongside. It was like that, and I was better than them.
What you knew Ashley Cole?
All of them. Wow. So all of these players we were in the mix of.
You know, I ain't seen you kick a ball yet. Either.
That's the madness. This is the madness. Like, I'm because of the ruptured Achilles, I don't really bother. Like, it's a psychological thing now, innit? So it's like I'm have to give up. But that's where it makes. This is where it leads on to watching my boys play football. Alleviated that. Watching them boys play football, I just thought, you know what? I don't need to worry about that element no more. Even though it is a thing of that, I eat and breathe football. Like, I could play it 7 days a week easily. But I never signed to a team because I always behaved like that. I just like, not signing to a team, fam. I'll come and ball for you, but that's it. And then that's why I was like a freelancer. So people would phone me and say, come. And I'll come bang and I'll go and do my thing. And I was a unique one. I was left back, so I was very good at left back. I love that. But it was that element that you just said. That's when it so resonated with me when you said the signing on, and the man would go, yeah, come. Could you come to my house, my dad's house, and my dad will run them away. Like, my dad was like, what? Like, I'm gonna come talk to your dad. I said, no, don't.
You know our culture as well. They always think man's trying to bump as well. Man's trying to con.
I don't know what they just didn't look at football as a great thing. But now they look at it like my dad will look at it now and say, rah.
Well,
you get me?
How much money is being made in it, and
they're skeptical. You know, the people are just handing over their money because John pulled up.
Yeah, but I don't remember like subs or whatever or sign up fees being that crazy money.
It wasn't. It was that you could. One team I could remember it was like £150, and then you have to pay. Then you buy boots. Then you gotta buy it because I was growing as well. Boots was gonna be. I properly calculated it one day and like thought, wow, could I make that money with the £1 a week I might get? Like, it's impossible. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, is there any way I could just? I don't know. I couldn't think of a way. Yeah. But I actually, you know, like as a kid, you actually write out like this is the boots gonna cost. This is how much the kit's gonna cost. Okay. Then it's a size per week.
Yeah. And so you needed parents or someone.
Yeah, and the travelling as well. The travelling.
Age, but this is what I'm saying. When I've done Ballerz, like obviously I don't do Ballerz anymore. But it's like I just said to myself, you know what? Because true story, how I started Ballerz, I was actually trying to do an agent thing. So I came into this thing. I was like, you know what? Rather than be an agent in the football industry, I'm gonna do the community. So when I originally set up the sessions, it was a £5 per session in the park. You know, this is early. This is like when I first came in the game. And what happened was some youths was paying me. So a couple youths had their parents. I was getting the £5, neat £5 loan.
Yeah.
A couple mans approached me with the change.
Okay.
And as soon as I see the change,
you know what?
I just thought I can't. Like, you know, and like, I'm not calling out the football man them, but come on, man them out there doing the football. You can't accept that. When you see the 25p and do you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I take it off you? Yeah. That's when I just scrapped all of that thing and I said, you know what? Like, I'm gonna do it. So I didn't know nothing about funding or nothing like that. This is just ours.
So what, you set up like a charity?
Yeah, just because you know, like when you don't know these things, you're like, how about get the grant? I heard about grant, and then I just started finding out how to do all of that stuff. And then just started applying for grants. And, you know, in Croydon they had a thing called council award budget. I think they know, you know, Croydon. Yeah. Croydon dead out now. They're broke now. They're broke. The council award budget. So all the councillors they had. Let's say 10 grand per year or something like that to give to community projects.
So they will spread that out or share it out.
They'll give it different groups. And then I locked in with some good councils.
Yeah, you smashed that bit. Yeah, come on now. Good conservative as well. You know? Whoa for that. Political. Conservatives are trying to get into power in Croydon.
Okay. How's that they're doing?
So they're not hearing back from the nation because they're in power.
She's rude enough, fam. She's just demanding, fam. That's alright, though. feisty girl, you know.
River, you know.
Super feisty. So what? So you got the grant money, and then you were able to like to make them kind of just able to play without the sake. Imagine that they come with a little 25p and that the little youths.
The little Miko that would have been new, innit?
There was the one who, yeah. If I had that opportunity,
imagine that saving grace.
I did have that kind of guy. I'm not gonna lie. I have to big up some dads that just literally just said, "Nah, man, come." They'll just pick me up, or play that card for me. Like they'll pretend like, yeah, he's with me, and then I'm staying at the house, and then I'll go play kicks on ball. But I was so like, everything was ball for me. Like that, and I don't know if and I was entertaining. I was always singing or dancing or doing something mad, acting and that. So the people knew I was funny and moving mad on the but. It's just so resonant when you said like they didn't want to take that, but see, like if I put as I'm putting it out there now, they will say, but me did do my best for you, and I'm like, whatever, innit? Like I'm not gonna do that with my son. I'm out there, like I will turn up to every game if I can. I will do whatever I can. You get what I'm saying? Whatever it comes, I'm always trying to. Obviously, I get too loud and get banned from pictures and that, but it's how it goes, isn't it? Like,
but no, you're willing to invest.
I want to do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
That's good, man. I don't remember you causing no problems.
It's more Cade's man at the moment.
I remember a little smoke blowing past my face. That smelled.
But no, that was I just like the whole aura of the team, man. It was just, and then now they've gone into the podcast. It's like they're top balling, and I'm like, wow, you lot stop. But they're still balling in a different element now. They're balling in podcasts now. And then when it started, I was like, this is just a next level of madness. Like, I'm involved. I'm not even, I never even said, nah, but what you doing? I was on it. I was like, listen, like, any lot you need support, I'm there in it. And I've just watched them just grow. Then they done the what was the event? What was the
Pattern King. Type in Pattern King on YouTube.
I was like, do that now, innit? I'm gonna put it in the link, but I'm like, that was the next level of something. Like, if I could, I'm gonna lie, I went in the toilet, I was like, right, is that how my son's going on? Like I was properly, you know, like
you never watched it though, did you?
Yeah, I did watch it. I watched it. Yeah, I was in there, fam. Remember what happened?
No. I mean, I know you watched it then, but in general, you never.
Yeah, I watched it. We watched it, and we had the mum's van. We had the family van. What event was that? We had the he wasn't around. I don't think he was. Oh, was he here? He was here. But he ran out the room.
I think he was.
And we had the mums. We had the.
Yeah, my mum was here.
Yeah, everybody was here, and then we just put it on, and people were watching it. Actually, it was actually in a family event, and everybody was just watching it, Pattern King, and then yeah, it was interesting.
He's so shy.
From different. Yeah, he kept. I was like, what was your thing? He's like, whatever. Even on the day he ran out, but they all done it. They all done it, man. They all ran out. Like, I said, this is mad. I was the only one in there. Turn up the thing, innit? Because at that time they didn't have the sound was going poor.
Ritzy,
They
man. They
flopped that thing for a good 20 minutes. You know, everybody's complaining.
You know, I thought that when I went in there, I thought, you know, I've never been to a cinema, and I'm like, you know, you're
struggling to.
I'm thinking, this didn't happen before.
Because people are talking as well, because it's interactive.
Yeah,
so you people can be like, wow, did you see my man? So I get that, but turn up the thing, fam. I just said, nah, turn up the thing. And then they turned it up to get me. I said, but I don't want to be. What I'm trying not to do is be that dad. I'm trying not to be that dad, innit? But I am that dad. So I'm just trying to. Let me just live up. I'm just be that dad, innit? Like, do you get what I'm saying in that sense? How do you feel now that? Did you foresee this? Sorry, did you foresee this? What you've created?
Was it now? I can't. I didn't. Like with the football should have done a lot better. But the thing with the football was, I might have linked KB when he was 17, so I didn't really have a lot of time to do anything. I literally had him for. We done a half season and then we done a full
season. Yeah.
So I didn't have him for any time. Do you know what I mean?
It would have been mad, didn't it?
So everything come to an end very fast, and this is why it's mad. You know, people that wanna do stuff in the community and whatnot, you know, you just gotta make your move, because it's mad. Because imagine if I had done my thing and started this thing earlier, I would have had 5 years to operate. operate with men or 4 years, and do you know what I mean?
So why can't it go? Is it because of the age after?
They went to adults after that. Innit?
So why can't they still continue as adults or not? Is
They
it?
could have, but you're an adult.
So what about the generations coming up underneath them?
Yeah, but that's why because I continued Ballerz for a little while, lockdown happened not long after that and whatnot, and I went down in the age groups, but like this whole charitable sector or whatnot,
Different, innit? You were saying it's different.
yeah. Shan said it before, like, you know, the people that just do it to do it because they want to make a difference. You know, when you start mixing up in that thing, you start realizing there's a lot of men that are just they're not really about this thing.
Are they the dinosaurs or are they the new breed? Are they the people that are the gatekeepers? Are they more like the gatekeepers and that?
There's something strange going on, innit? This isn't a conspiracy podcast. There's something strange going on because man, you see what man was doing, yeah? Man, this is me this is what I'm doing, you know, and obviously there was man them shout out Mac, Drew, Mark.
Come on,
man them around supporting Max, the parents, Clive, Nisha.
Come on now.
There's people them about, but this is what man's doing, yeah. So if you gave me more bread to where I can make some of these people staff now, and so what kind of outcomes will we have? Do you know how much man I know, like from that generation, because I've done that. Like, I'm moving through the club certain times. Yo, right, coach, yo. Do you know what I mean? I know a lot of men. Like, there's probably about 500 men that I know just from doing football sessions on the Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, all right, this is what I done, 50k a year or whatever. So if you gave me some bread to do this thing properly, do you know what I mean? Like, what type of outcomes could we have? No, because
they've seen it plain in sight. So it's not like they haven't seen it.
Like,
so it's there. So what are you trying to say that? It's not. They don't want this. It's not a thing that they want.
It's not their drive. It's not. That's not their intention, is it? Really.
They don't want. They don't want it. Like, because remember, a lot of the men that was at Ballerz, these men are road youths. Obviously, they come into football and yo, yes, coach, this and that and whatnot. Or man's giving them that structure, but these men are at heart they're road youths. You know what I'm saying to you? So by man giving these guys these little opportunities, it helps man them see a different side to life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is what, just think that a lot of the man from the ends, they don't get these things. They don't have that kind of outlet to go to.
And that's what we.
So then they're just stuck in this dead cycle.
Remember the thing. Remember the thing. One of the Holt Junior. He was talking about the youths are caged in. They're just caged in the youths. Youths are the most caged in.
Yeah, so they can't see anything outside of what is presented to them.
And what you're trying to do is open up.
What? Do you know what time my session was? Just guess what time it was. It was on Saturday.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
50 man, 2 o'clock, yeah. It was at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got man them are pulling up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm more time.
And they're on time.
Today, man them are there before me.
Yeah. Look at that.
Sessions are hour and a half.
They're excited to...
They're excited. So...
Yeah, it's refreshing, isn't it?
That's mad. See, this is the... So...
Yeah, look at that.
If you have to sit and reflect and sometimes understand what do you think the main agenda is then with our youth then? What do you think they're trying to push with our youth then? Because you must see it now.
I think there's a couple things. Yeah, one of the things is that a lot of the people in position, they're literally not from, like, you have a different understanding to what KB's going through, but you're from the environment. Imagine this man that's not even from man that from Hastings and all this type of stuff. You're the one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have a clue. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I used to sit on a couple boards in Croydon and whatnot, serious boards, and you know, I'm just thinking like, right, a lot of these men, they don't know about hunger. Like, you know, when there's like the proper hunger, when there's
yeah. You have to get self-raising flour and that and mix that together.
Yeah, no, but think that there's some of the man from the ends, because everyone wants to ask, yo, where's the stabbing thing happen? Where's this? Where's that? Drugs, this, that. You know, when man them's kitchen fridge, it's got nothing in it. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you know what I mean? Thought about that one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they haven't experienced it. They can't even relate. And then they think that it's excuses or what have you.
But when some people are saying that it's no excuse, youth them don't need to be moving like that. But when you think in that context,
I get some like the violence. Mate, obviously, I don't know that life, so there could be many reasons why they're becoming quite violent towards one another, and I guess a lot of anger and not knowing how to deal with emotions and conflict resolution and so forth.
And that was what you were dealing with throughout the whole that was there throughout the whole thing, because they would get all feedback that you do this feedback session. Like I'd be out waiting, I'd be like, what are they talking about in there? You get me? I don't know why I didn't just go into the change rooms, you know. I didn't know. I felt but I thought it was just that is his time in it, like to go, and I don't know why, but I just thought that was his time in it, and that's their time to, and they will be in there for long, reflecting on certain things, having a proper debrief, not the debriefs like I'm used to as football. I mean proper like talks, and then I didn't have the thing where they would have the talks outside of the mentoring element. It's like, I don't know if it's mentoring or whatever, but it's like Kai will go to me, oh nah, just talking to Raymond on the phone, like where on the other line, and I'm
so
like,
it's knowing then that you have an elder that you respect and that listens to you, that you can go to outside of.
I don't know, I can't imagine all the stuff you must have had to take on in terms of what these young people are, young men.
And even with that, it's like, you know, man did have to, because like the thing is, I didn't realise I was old. I'll be honest with you.
No, you're not old.
I started doing this thing when I was 27.
Yeah, he's older.
So
wait, how long ago was that then?
So I'm born in 1990. So I'm actually.
Oh my gosh!
So you're young, innit? Young.
I'm doing this thing thinking, you man are like a couple years younger than me, but they're actually looking at me like hierarchy.
Yeah.
But there was a couple times where, you know, man had to pull man to the side, like, yo, like, we'll fight. No, type thing. I thought that I was like a teacher type thing. It's like, no, like, I'm literally like you. You know what I mean? And I think the man them, I don't know, a couple of them situations, the man them kind of clocked like, raised. And it wasn't a bully thing. I was just showing man, like, don't like fight.
There's levels.
No man them are doing the thing like man's a supply teacher laughing when I'm talking and that. You know, you have to stop
trying to buoy you.
Yeah, trying to buoy you up. It's like, what? Do you know what I mean? There's a couple of them scenarios, but the man them, they just took everything on. I said to them, man of the match dance, so when you win. Yeah,
they did a little dance on that.
That's nice.
But it was a thing of, you have to do it, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, even if you feel awkward.
When the man doesn't do it, then it makes it fugazi, do you know what I'm saying to you?
And it was the whole thing of the filming element, filming the matches and that. It added an extra something to it as well. So you had the camera person there as well. It's like,
makes them feel like they're actually
moving
doing
with the
something
times,
serious, and that they're part of a team. And then obviously it's exercise. So that alone is releasing, you know, the endorphins and feel good hormones and what have you, and they have something to actually look forward to outside of the mundane.
But it's sad that man them wanna. How do you breathe through that whole situation? You got the youths there. You're in the positions of power, sitting there. You know they're not gonna help, but then you got to do what you got to do. But you know you're not getting in the help that you need. So, but you still got your own family to live. You still got your life to live. But you got to breathe through. How do you breathe through that? How have you dealt with that?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, they're the ones you just have to accept that you're like some form of leader. Remember, I didn't come into this thing like I'm a leader.
Yeah, you keep saying that as well. It's like, I'm not that guy, fam. Like, you are.
Because they weren't. I don't look at myself like that. But man, when stuff like that happens, you just have to accept it. I'll be honest. Yeah, there was a time. Not gonna call any names, but basically, an organisation, they pulled up. Do you remember when we done the presentation?
Beautiful.
Hosted by Max.
Come on now.
I put your booking link up there.
Come on now, I'm gonna
Max
do that. They know. They know already, fam. They know.
Max asked me. He was like, "Well, do you want me to come as like, you know, I forgot your actual name.
Terrence or Max.
Terrence or Max. Come on, man. Come as Max." Whatever. He's like, yeah, you sure? Like, because Max is, I'm like, yeah.
I want everybody. I like to do that all the time.
He's grilling me on the stage, and yeah, he turned that piece up. But anyway, what I done was I called a couple people. You know, you got to be strategic. So that was a meeting that was just to show what all the man them had done. We put on a little showcase. Yeah. Beautiful. So I called a couple little men in different places, and so a man's come and he's gone, yeah. He said, and then he's rang me like maybe 2-3 days ago. After. I said, yo, got 8 grand there for you. And this is what I'm saying with this charity thing. So obviously by doing that move, I kind of got brought into the
circle.
Loop. Yeah. Like, yo, got 8 grand. Yeah. You get me? Like for the summer. I'm like, nice. And so I basically stopped doing what I usually used to do and just keep working. I thought the 8 grand's coming. We rest up. 8 grand didn't come. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It didn't come.
Oh wow.
Because you relax back in it. It's
empty
like
promises or
wowzers.
I would say politics.
Yeah.
So it never come. So now I'm thinking I've got 8 grand coming. Yeah. I've got 0.
Yeah.
And so when I'm telling you, I was doing things like I was out there. I was doing things still. I had basically I had some shirts from Nike. Nike gave me bare things. Shout out my guy Josh that used to work at Nike. He gave me bare shirts. Bare just plain black Nike shirts, whatever. I had them there. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna distribute this through Demand Them. When that thing happened, obviously I knew fundraising takes a minute, so you're not gonna get that in no 2 weeks and stuff like that. Bro, I was pulling up at car washes, shotting the shirts to the Romanian man.
Oh,
you get me? Like I was doing a thing,
doing the most,
to pay for the session.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And then I'm looking at the man them just pulling up to the session, chilling, having fun, playing football. I'm thinking, man, they
don't even have a Scooby.
They don't even know that man's hustling right now. All types of emails and whatnot, you know. But that's what I'm saying. You just have to kind of accept that, you know, this is you now, innit? You're the leader, innit? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's the same with the podcast, man. Them, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I've brought man them over here to do this and that. So it's like you gotta take responsibility when those things happen. You know.
No, that's.
Yeah, and it teaches you, I guess, leadership. It teaches you resilience, and you become resourceful.
But it sounds like in that space, you're riding it on your own. That's marginal, you know. That sometimes that can do to mental health and that.
Well, yeah, of course. But it weren't that you didn't have outside help, or you didn't feel that you could. You know, like sometimes people do, like, I don't know, GoFundMe's or I don't know, whatever. To them.
I don't think you should have had to. You know, like if I had it, I've got no choice but to give it. It made sense to me, the whole process of it.
But it's not for you to do.
But it's not. That's the madness.
You just got to boss up that, and this is where it is. Do you know what I mean? And this is.
Could you have done anything different? Do you think that maybe you came at them a different way, or you could have operated a different way, or you could have
like basically just gone against my whole principles. Do you know what I mean? There were certain things I just thought, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can imagine. I tell you can friend up the guy there you don't like, and he's gonna give you money. Like, are you gonna do it? You might do it. I don't know. Me personally,
I don't know. Especially if
I don't know, man. There was some of them things I weren't really feeling.
We said that even with the pod that we do, there's certain things that we could easily do to
gain traction.
Easily light work. I've said to Shannon that but we've got to keep that core values,
and level of integrity, right? Because once you're willing to give that away, it's an open door to all sorts.
Anything.
And do you want to allow yourself to open up to that? And no, because what are we giving away to gain?
But then it's the madness. Like, I'm just thinking about in the grand scheme of it. Is it a cycle? Because remember, you're in the middle, yeah. So I'm just looking at Raymond and me in the middle. I'm putting myself in his position, and you got the elite that have the money. That you might have to do some dumb things just to get that money. Yeah, I mean dumb things like go on Christmas parties and all stupidness there. And socialise on a different,
that stuff. I don't mind that stuff.
or socialise on a I don't know, just be even like you said, be around people that you don't respond, or you know they're not good.
No, but imagine you know these people, because like you see how I said how I got the man offered me the £8,000 or whatever. Yeah. What I'm saying is that there was a lot of man them that they're not doing that in the community, but you're getting the £8,000.
Okay.
These are the things that I didn't really respect.
Because that money basically is selfish gain.
Yeah, it's like, be honest with yourself, innit? You're not. Your thing's got 5 people in it. You know, there's man them doing a random karate thing and all this and getting 10 grand. Because you know me, I'm a researcher, I'll be real. So a lot of these men, and this is probably how I had a couple problems in Croydon, because I'm a researcher. So I'll do the company's house joint and all that, and look up your thing. Oh, what, you made 100 grand? Do you know what I mean? And so what? But you didn't do nothing. Do you know what I mean? But your thing's called, like, I can't even say that.
But you understand it,
as an example, your thing's called Stop Guns or Stop Guns Croydon. But you got 100 grand and 10 men still got shot. Do you know what I mean? And I can't see what you've done.
But you see what it is.
But I can see the salary though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's always the same people that know how to get the funding. They know how to work the system.
Yeah, coming consortiums
and it's the ones that actually need it, deserve it, that really just don't know how to navigate through.
I've just seen it recently, because I said to Shanna, we're going to start our own thing, Stronger Together, and because I've just come back on that scene in it to see it, and I've started to look at it, like, the same thing's still going on. They're fiddling with the money and not doing the work again. And I'm like, what is that? What are you doing? And I don't want to call out anybody and all that, but at the same time, this need to stop in it. And then when I step on the scene now and start doing the thing, people are gonna know what time it is, because I'm not seeing what needs to be done. And big up the people that are doing things and being unseen, but at the same time, I'm gonna start calling out these people, because I don't think it's good that what you're doing.
Heart and people lose faith.
It's not good. And Croydon alone, as we spoke on the phone the other day, as I was trying to beg man to come on and that, and you spoke about the boy in Mitcham that lost his life.
Rest in peace, G1.
Come on now. And I'm like, but that ain't the only one in the last space of the month. But like, it's been Croydon's been on a madders. It's moving mad at the moment. There's a lot of stabbings and the protests. They done a protest in Croydon that was under the radar. But like, only because I've gone in the schools recently and that, and I've seen how these youths are moving wayward. We need more. We need more things.
Not being funny. What's the protest about? Like what? Like, let's just
say, knives and guns.
Let's just say we've done the protest for 10 years now. What are we trying to achieve on the 11th year? And I'm not even
I don't understand it, to tell the truth, but they do it.
This is what I was saying to you when I was in the boards, because so obviously I started doing a bit of that stuff, mixing it. So I joined the serious board to do a couple things to get onto the board, on their meetings in the town hall, etc. And then man, them are like, they're talking about stuff that was probably being discussed in 2000. Do you know what I mean? I'm just thinking,
not with the
it's
time.
not that difficult. Like, it's literally, what is that difficult? I'm not even going to devalue, the youth them, but I'm saying they're sitting there. What do we have to do to stop the knife crime? I'm just thinking, just offer more youth provision, like, find out the man them, like the me's and that of the area. Lock in with them, man. Do you know what I mean? There's man them out there somehow, like me, how I was kind of blessed with it. That's how I looked at it, like a blessing. There's man them out there, they don't even know they're doing something, but they're just there, 60 man.
Yeah, we were saying that, innit? We were saying that the other day. There's people, the unsung heroes, innit? There's people that you don't even know they're doing things.
Just does the little boxing thing,
or do it on their estate. Just do a little gardening thing on their estate. Anything, man.
That there's more to what they.
But then he said, like you just said, there's a bigger agenda in it. It's like something that one is the
there's
thing.
There's a price on their heads. It serves a certain purpose. It's like doing some of the work for them. Like you said, the prison system.
Someone said there's one man in one room, that's orchestrating the whole thing. What do you think? Someone said it's a black man as well. One man isn't, because I'm saying to you that
I think a lot of men, if like crime gets solved or reduced, a lot of men don't have jobs because you know, like when man sitting
Basically,
on boards,
yeah.
I hope this isn't confident. You might have to bleep out some of the things man said. I didn't read the terms.
This is raw, fam. This is raw, fam.
But I'm just saying, yeah, it's like some of them man them, like I said, the Hastings man them, and like they're on big salary, and they're not really doing anything.
They need the problems to pretend that they're trying to create a solution, but they're really not.
Man them are coming with these I remember this guy come with this big if you see it, I should have asked him for a copy. He's come with like a spider diagram of why youths are getting into trouble, going to jail early. All these connect to that, this, that. I said, bro, I just done the hand thing. You ain't got money on there. The guy stood back and looked. He's like, yeah, that's true. Because they're talking about county lands and all this sort of stuff, and I'm saying like most of these men, you're gonna go there because man's gonna say, I'll give you money. Yeah,
it's gonna be worth your while financially. Everything, but didn't account for financial
resources.
gain.
No resources on there.
Nothing to do with money. You get me?
So they're doing this just for the sake of it, like it's playing knockdown ginger. You know what I mean? Like some playground game. Like obviously they do.
What do you do when you sit in their meetings? Like, what do you? How do you profile? Like, do you feel like you have to dumb down yourself to not lose it, or because sometimes I'm in the meeting, I'm telling like I've been aggressive. And
I can't have you. You know, it's funny. There's like I know you know this brother as well. Now I got a funny story for you. Yeah. So man's in the meeting. I shouldn't even say this. Because the thing is, Max knows some of these man, you know.
I don't business, fam. I'll call them out, fam.
Don't say that. But them men are in there basically saying what they've done. Another group, I looked at how much peas they're making, etc. It's just because I'm new to the game. I'm just seeing
researching.
But anyway, they're within this whatever they call it, seminar or whatever. They're showing what they've done this year to combat knife crime, and then the man's pulled up some event. Do you know what I mean? And you know, man, them try and show the best parts of the event, and even the best parts
just
look at
work.
me. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, there's one youth. Every time I go to this youth, he's from Brixton. Yeah, he's always there, and he's always like. Yeah. But because they know what time he's on, they're doing stuff like
picking out someone else.
Yeah, so they picked out me. It was the wrong person to pick up because I put it on, man. Like, yeah, well, you know, what's this? And I wasn't even joking because I'm saying to him, like, I'll be real, like, man, am I actually dying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't good enough. That's what I said. Yeah. And the room went quiet. You know, normally there's like
pin dropped, like
a couple claps started, but I didn't. You know, normally 1 clap, 2 clap, 3 clap, then the momentum.
It like didn't, no momentum on it.
Build. A couple months later, I got invited to some meeting for an event they was throwing, and then I went to the meeting, and then bare the people that was in that room was in that meeting. So I'm like, oh, these men. Well, I didn't, because I was new to the thing. You know what I'm saying? So all these people. That's why the claps didn't build up, because everyone was
connected to the whole thing.
Yeah. And they've done the meeting talking about this football event, etc. And then imagine there's a table of like 20 people. The man's gone, so Raymond, you was very critical of me. What do you think of this? And I, like, you know the one there, man's daydreaming. So when I heard it, I said, what? Raw. I said, yeah, it looks good in that. But I thought, raw, it's mad, because what I must have said.
Trying to set man up.
I must have said to him at that thing, I think it. But it's good though, because it made them actually
definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
and actually try to come back to you as well.
Yeah, he brought me in. Yeah, man.
No, that's man. You know, you obviously had the grand scheme of it, of the where the young people at. If you, because I always say we were talking to someone the other day, and I was like saying, like, if you could have if you had the power and resources, what would you do?
What?
If you had the resources and power now, like that.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? If just in general, now that you know, you've been through the crops, you've seen what's wrong, what doesn't work, what works. Like if you had the power and resources now, and I hope someone's listening that could probably say, "Yo, I've got that." You get me? What would you do?
What what I was trying to do at Ballerz, and I got kind of close, but more skullduggery. This is why that's not in the game. I'm telling you. I just said, you know what? Let me just go to business. Let me just do business, because business is you've got something I want. I'm gonna purchase it.
Yeah.
Charity thing is not that. Charity thing is who you know and this that and you get me. So anyway, what I was gonna do, you see how we was in the dome. Basically, Palace was moving out. I shouldn't even be running all my plans and that. Shout out Lambeth Tigers.
Come on now, my agenda that.
Similar.
Come on.
But it was just about man just wanted to take over the whole thing, and rather than have that for an hour and a half on a Saturday, I got that for let's say 10 hours
for the whole week. Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? I can work with these ages, and these ages, them ages. Like I said, you just do the same system, innit? Just keep that same system going on. Hopefully, book that space out commercially as well to actually make. Because you know that's the thing with the community. It don't make money, innit? So you need to balance it.
Yeah, balance it out.
Commercial money and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Get staff, some P's, have some nice trusted staff, which is easy to find. I know that's why some people are hesitant as well, because they've given organisations the money to do certain things, and you know it's gone.
They've just squandered it.
Bad or, I'm gonna call out the culture. I'm gonna call out the Black Brothers, man. We do this work, this hard work, and then when we get the P's, you start moving.
But you know, remember I was just saying the same thing. I said it ain't just brothers, you know. It's people in general at the moment, bro.
Yeah, it can do that. It can.
It's a poor. Well,
we had the same discussion just today.
Yeah, it's either greed or a poor mindset. Like you feel like this is all I'm gonna be able to get, so I'm gonna hold on.
They're not thinking of the bigger. You know, like we had things where like we're in this position now, innit? I'm not afraid to call it out, and I've been doing it. I'm building. A man them see. I'll show them the build. But what it is, they just see the money. They don't see the bigger picture. They see the money, but I'm saying, don't watch the money now. Trust me, there's doors. I've got doors, and I'm showing them the doors, and they still don't see it. They're just on the money. And I said, be patient. Some brothers are big up my brothers that are really my brothers. Some brothers there that I'm not gonna lie. There's some brothers around me like that. Bro, when you got it, I know it's coming in it. So relax in it. But there's some ones that will just be like,
it's like they're itching.
Like, no, it's coming, fam. You know how money moves sometimes, especially working with Lambeth.
And do you for £20 now?
Easily, bro. Easily. And we're getting that now with what we're building, and we're just like, we probably had a discussion today, but we have to start moving. I said, Sham, we have to start moving, start being assertive, like setting the tone on how we operate with people.
I think
like,
some people don't necessarily have that like entrepreneurial spirit and mindset. They're more like just now. You know.
Talk your thing, Shan, but see her with the shops and that. See her with the shops, she knows her thing in the store.
But yeah, and that's how sometimes you just have to know who it is that you're working with, and
because you've opened the shop, you know about patience, basically.
Of course, yeah.
No, Shay's got the ultimate. Shay's got the ultimate patience to the point of where, I don't like when people try to take liberty. Like I can see people trying to take liberty, and I don't like it, innit? But I said we have to close the doors on that kind of thing, especially with people. Like show them from the early how the thing's set, and it's so how much that it's all the time. Like every time I build, we've done that. I've done it. Like I told Shan when I had to have my first charity, and I got my first 18 bags straight, bro. And that wasn't nurtured. I'll be honest. I didn't nurture it the best way because we're meant to flip it and do whatever and give back. We delivered properly, but we should have flipped it. But man was like, I don't care to call out certain man. I'm not gonna call them out, but they know who they are. But like, they were asking for the money before the session, like before things were running. I'm like, bro, bro, man, I need to pay my rent now.
Because you might grab that 18, and then you might say next time around, you might have to not tell no one. You got the 18.
Yeah.
That's the mistake I made. That's the mistake I made. I wanted to share it though.
Know that it's hit the account. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that's the share.
You went through that with, or like you got. You just gotta just be quiet and just.
I don't want to be like that though. Even I was saying to Shan the other day, like I tell him that the money, this is, we can go for this. I guarantee we're all gonna eat. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna use that money and flip it, and then we're gonna get the next thing.
It's knowing who it is that you're working with.
You don't know though. You don't know all the time.
But it doesn't take long for people to actually reveal themselves.
Yeah, true. But I haven't got time for that.
That's the problem. We haven't
Got time for that. We ain't got time for that. I want to build. Like I can't wait till I can sit down with Raymond and say, you know what? Come in, you build something, because I see the mindset in it.
Yeah, but then that's it. Because you already kind of know his mindset, his ways. Then you can kind of see that could possibly work.
But I'm patient with that. I'll wait. I'll be like, right, I'm not gonna go into man's thing and just start moving. I see man's got this, and because I like what he's got. But I'm not gonna just go and run up in man's thing and just. I'm gonna be like patient, innit?
Well, no, it's just
support the thing from afar, and then do what I need to do. But then this is the thing: the support mechanism and where we're pulled left, right, and the divide and conquer. It's getting out of hand now, and it's getting messy. And if everybody's coming woke now. Is it woke? Everybody's woke and waking up and seeing what's going on. We know it's all a madness that's going on in society, the pandemic and all these kind of things. So now we need to just start working together, operational.
You know what I noticed as well, because I had a lot of this stuff, because it was good when I started Ballerz Club actually, because it was actually like what's the word? I don't know. It's like basically I knew a lot of men hadn't done what I had done in terms of even my family. So I was able to see who was actually a serious person.
Okay.
And not, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
don't that hurt though? Sorry to interrupt. Don't that hurt? Because you're doing it for the sake of the family element.
The veil got removed.
Yeah, I hate that though, but that's hurtful.
Run
the cover safe, fam. Run the cover safe. Because I'm about to get emotional up in this thing now.
But it's better to know when you have clarity. Then you know who you're dealing with.
We went through this just the other day.
You can deal with
we went through just this the other day.
I look at her and I know what your grand. I don't even know if Max has told everyone his grand. Max's grand is serious. You get me? You'll see Max in your garden. You know what? You get what? I'm just at the show. I don't even know what my man does. Still proper hustle. But what I'm saying, Shania, because I know you've opened the shop. It's something that I know a lot of people haven't done. And what I started noticing is a lot of people had chat and they hadn't set up their own thing ever. And so instantly, maybe this isn't the correct way to look at things, but instantly I can't listen to you anymore. Not listen, but you know what I mean?
Like you haven't backed up all of that,
And
I guess the proof is in the pudding, right? I think some people do have a lot of talk, but then the fruits, obviously with time, you know what I mean, nothing happens overnight, but after a period of time, okay, you're still saying the same thing and there's still no
so what, do we leave them people behind? And I'm trying not to do that.
Leaving them behind, you still got to focus
trying to nurture
on
them
what you're doing. If you can open a door for them or help them up, but you can only help those that are willing to help themselves.
Wait, when I say forever opening doors, the problem I have, and I've been struggling with sharing it, but I've learnt now through scripture and that, and putting my faith more in God, is that I can't help everyone, and everybody thinks the same way I think, and keep giving. And I'm like, but how much am I gonna keep giving? But there's to the point of where I'm like, man, them at least give me something back in return. Like I'm feeding man them. When I say I'm feeding, putting money in man them pockets, like nicely.
But you're never without. Your cup's not empty. Bear in mind, the Bible said it's better to give than to receive. And just because you give to A, don't mean you're going to get back from A. You might get from D.
I'm about to learn the hard way with that,
F.
I've learned to learn the hard way, but it's that thing where man will chat and say, yeah, blood.
And then you put them in a certain box, in a certain category, because now you know their ways.
You end up on your own.
No.
You end up on your own. And it's that deep.
You become more aligned and you start attracting your tribe. You start attracting those that are on the same wavelength as you.
100%. I won't deny that. I've got some good guys that are just remove mad. But it'd just be good. I saw, I've dreamt of the 300 in it. I thought I want 300 strong man, and we just go on our matters. Like we do what we need to do. We move.
Even less than that.
I need 300 though, fam.
Even just one, just solid. Max and Shad. Even just one solid person.
Yeah. No, it's true. No, it's true. It is true. It is true, but it's a lot to take on. What's the future same for you now? Because you didn't foresee this, but let's just say, let's pull it out there. Innit? Like, what the future looking for yourself in terms of what you're doing now? Obviously, you said you allowed a charity. Not joking, but
no, it doesn't expire. It's still there, right?
Yeah, it's still there. But yeah, the future is pretty much the same thing in the media space. To be fair, I always wanted to get into media even before the football. To be fair,
okay.
Is it?
I told you how I got into football.
Yeah, exactly. But what's the media thing? Where do you mean? Where did that come from?
Media's I'm not gonna say it's like my first thing, but once upon a time, I must have. The first time I got arrested.
yeah. How many times, bro? No, joking.
Well, yeah.
That's another combo.
That's James English or something. Yeah, no, was it the first time? Yeah, and it was such a mad situation that happened. So, but basically, a couple of the elders from my family, they came and they was chatting to me. One of them was just saying, yeah, like no shortcuts in it. Like you gotta try and do this thing properly. Because I was doing like a little shotting thing back in the day. So anyway, even though I continued to shot, I just kind of went back to like my kind of passion. So obviously one of them was football.
Okay.
Other one was media. I had a really good media teacher when I was in school.
Okay.
So she showed us like what's that film? What's like an old horror film, not The Shining. One of them times.
Psycho.
I'm pretty sure it was Psycho. And so she showed it to us, bust it down. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, of how it was filmed.
How it was filmed. Like this shot and
that's like Get Out. Only Get Out the other day I realised how deep Get Out is.
Yeah.
It's not like how it's even deeper. Like me and Cade watched something on it. I was like,
oh, is it?
they went deep. This man, the colours, even the colour schemes, the red, like the girl changes from. The colours are meant to represent certain things like blue, loyalty, boom, but then she changes it to red. So everything you see was red, danger. But everybody, if you watch in the film, sorry, I'm going off it, but in the film, when the black guy goes to the garden and he's in the garden and he's watching all the people and all the white people looking at him like that. Everybody has a red. Something red on.
Oh, okay. I've seen it so many times. I need to.
Yeah, but when you start to go that, it's so much things. But I can't watch it again. It's dumb, fam.
Things get broke down.
I don't think it's dumb.
Nah, it is dumb. It's dumb. I get it. Yeah, it's dumb, fam. I don't think I can watch it again. You like watching films like bare times, but I can't watch films after I watch it once. I don't watch it again. Only Marvel.
That don't make sense to me.
Well, breakdowns are definitely like X-Men. I know the whole breakdown of the Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. I did.
Yeah, or even just read about it.
Sometimes, especially if I don't really understand the premise of it,
but,
or I see like a few subliminal things and I kind of want, but I'll watch them.
So what, is there a feature film coming your way then, fam? Is that what you're saying?
I would like to do all of that.
Yeah, man.
Short films, all of that.
I love that. Please include me.
Is it?
Yes.
Do you act, yeah?
Yeah. We're actually gonna put it out there. We're gonna do a monologue. So we're gonna do actually a monologue of us coming together, blended family, going through divorce, that element, and then do it as a monologue kind of thing. But theatre wise, no film thing. It's literally on the stage thing.
What's the monologue?
It's like just
speaking.
just speak it out and that. So that's what kind of things we're trying to. But then films is definitely morning. Monologue. I want to get involved.
Oh, bless you.
But no, that's it. So we should say short films coming out and all that. Yeah,
short films.
No, I love that. Well, think of me in a part.
No, that's it. Now we got a bit of the show where someone from the previous episode asked you a question. They didn't know who you were, but you sent the question. But then you got to do it to the next person. Yeah. So this is the question. It's a bit mad. This one's a bit mad, but
because I kind of recall.
Yeah, it's a bit mad, but it's mad. Life is mad, isn't it? So it's not mad, but hopefully you can hear it in that.
How would they tell a single mother on benefits to find a side hustle who don't have no family?
Wow, break that down again. So,
what advice would you give a single mother on benefit
to find a side hustle. She got one at home, like a 1-year-old, and she got like a teenager in secondary school and one in primary school. She got 3 youths, and she's on benefits. What side hustle could she have?
Not OnlyFans.
No, OnlyFans.
And it
This is
has to be
easy.
legal.
Literally, you got a buying and selling store, trainers, clothes. So, yeah, I think they try and call it drop shipping. And
Okay. Yeah.
buying and selling, man. Pull that laptop out, buy some products.
But if you got no P, how would you start?
You got benefits. You got
Yeah, you could take out, I don't know, what, £50 a month,
right.
buy up some goods, and then you build up from that. You put the money right back in again.
Easy. That's your hustle. It's not even a hard one.
Like, you just have to just be smart on what you're buying to know that.
Know what the
peop-
market
yeah,
wants and that
like
kind
it
of
will
thing.
actually sell.
Marcus.
Yeah.
No, that's mad. Alright, question for the next guest then, bro. No, next question. Yeah, question for the next guest. And question for the
Easy
next.
one. Easy.
Oh, you got easy. Don't give them the.
What's
alright.
your next guest looking like?
I don't know. Can't tell you.
They cancelled.
No. I just booked them in. Still.
Oh. So you do know then?
Yeah.
Give me a hint.
I can't.
No, just so I can frame it correctly.
Well, female or male?
Mel.
Mel.
Wait. Is it a female Mel?
No.
No, Mel is.
It wa-
female,
I knew it was gonna-
yeah. Nah, it's Mel. It's a Mel. 100%. Legend though.
Bachelor or relationship?
Oh, good one. That's a good one for him. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it because I seen it.
Yeah, bachelor relationship. Yeah.
But he don't sound like he is in a relationship.
I don't know. We don't know. We have to find that out.
I don't remember who it is, so.
Nah, just but
Because who I
literally-
thought it was.
Yeah, but even that person would have been funny as well. you
Yeah,
get
that
me?
one would have been funny, but it's not him.
It ain't him. But it will work for this one. No, but
Okay, but-
we just want us to appreciate that you came on the show. bro.
Oi.
And don't open it now though, because I want people to think that it's something great.
It's
But
heavy.
It is something great.
we have to just show appreciation for you coming on the pod and thank you for coming down, bro. It's well appreciated.
Yeah, no,
and that.
thank you for taking the time out.
And keep doing what you're doing, and you know you got. our
Now we're
support.
looking forward to seeing what is the next.
Yeah, they got I watched the other thing. That was good. So look out for these Ballerz Club are going on with mad things, and
We're just working.
the podcast is moving mad at the moment. Like I'm proud of them boys. You get me? It's hard to listen to sometimes because obviously it's like my son in it doing the most. But I love it though. I love it. But I like the new concept as well. So look out for what they're doing. I'm not going to expose it now, but obviously it's in the making, innit? So big up everybody that's listening.
How come you guys stopped doing the reaction videos to that?
No, we do it, but you know what it is, yeah.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. Yeah. We're gonna do it, but you know what it is? It's
Done the story thing.
I
Pure
know.
numbers off of that thing.
Nah.
Done that quick as well. I see that before I see the video.
It's mad, isn't it? We do it, yeah. But what it is, yeah, there's too much. Like people are telling me, oh, react to this, react to that. Even one brother, yeah, offered to pay us money to react to his video, but it's dead. But I don't want to be. It's got to make sense to me, innit? I don't want to react just to anything. So, and that's the whole thing I was talking about, not selling out and all that kind of thing, innit?
No,
So,
that's not selling out. That's just giving a true reaction.
no, I can't go see someone take money off someone.
No, don't take the money.
And I mean money, like he's offering money, you know, and then we're gonna go and then react to his video, and I'm gonna go, it's dead.
No, but
Like,
you
that's
don't. You'd be a
mad.
little bit more diplomatic.
No, I
more
wouldn't. I'll have
tactful.
no. It's not about that. I want to be honest and truthful. Like we done the Pete and Baz. Like, could I respect? I just wanted to. They I don't know what they're doing. Their culture vote. I don't know. I don't understand them. But they're doing their thing in it. But they're better than most of all the artists that are out there at the moment. It's weird.
No, to be fair, the reaction videos are fun.
But we will do. We're gonna bring it back, fam. We're gonna come back. It just depends. But now, big up yourselves. Hold tight. Everybody tuned in. Subscribe. Hey, do the outro. Do the outro.
True car. No, but thank you, Raymond. Get me for joining us this evening.
Yeah, man.
Raymond. Don't stop. Why you do that?
Waiting for you to do. I'm just wait.
Nothing.
She does.
He does it to me every time, and I should be prepared because it's like.
Yeah, go on. I'm just listening.
Anywho, if you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. Look at the camera,
Teeth are
innit?
shining in her. Her teeth are shining. You know how many times she brushes them about 10 times a
Oh,
day.
go away. Anyway,
Yeah,
peace and love, people. See you next week.
Big up, big up, big up. Boom, bang.